Me with Frou-frou Studio. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to work on excuse me, another little accordion book, and this one is going to have a Halloween theme. I wanted to do a little something for Halloween, and so I'm going to do a few tags, and I'm going to do this little accordion book. I've already put it together, and you've seen me do this before. There are some videos in my video collection that shows how I put this together. The only difference that I made on this one is I tore the top and I tore the bottom so that it would have a really rustic, grungy, Halloween-y, spooky kind of feel. And I used the Tim Holtz Halloween wallpaper, or not wallpaper, backgrounds for the pages. So the only thing I've accomplished so far, like I said, is putting the book together and tearing off the top and the bottom. So what I'd like to work on today is I want to try and get this front cover and this back cover, which becomes a front cover, finished. So now I did notice that the Tim Holtz papers are kind of cracking, and I'm hoping they're going to be okay. If I feel like they're losing any strength, which I don't think they are, I think they're just cracking through to the white part. But if I feel like they're losing any strength, what I'll do is I'll put some washi tape on all the corners. And we probably will have some wraparounds anyway to take care of a lot of that. Okay, so let's work on this cover. As always, my favorite thing to do at Halloween is Edgar Allan Poe, and I always do some kind of Poe piece or a tag or journal or something to do with him. And so I am going to use him on the cover, and I'm going to use this baseboard frame to frame him out. And I have taken several of the layers off of the back of this. If you very carefully, I wouldn't care to take another one off, to be honest. See, if you very carefully separate these layers, you can make this pretty thin. And that way you can utilize your baseboard pieces in journals without them causing a lot of bulk. So I'm going to take one more of those off and make it even thinner. And I'm going to put his photo right back there like that. So let's do that first, so that we know what we're working with as far as the picture in the frame goes. Oops, I put my glue on the side way up there. Get him straight here. Okay, and just to give that a little bit more strength, I'm going to run some masking tape down both sides. The top and the bottom have plenty of overhang, but the sides are just barely behind the frame, so this will help strengthen it up. All right, so there's Mr. Poe. So now let's scrunch this frame up a little bit. So I'm going to use some, I say I'm going to use ground espresso, and I pull out the vintage photo. Ground espresso is what I'm using on the edges. And I'm going to bang this up a little bit so it doesn't look so pristine. Use my nail. If you don't want to use your nail, you can use your scissors, or you can, if you have one of those little Tim Holtz distressors, the little round ones that looks like this, you can use that as well, just by scraping it down the edge. And we'll bend some, put some bends in here, and maybe even a couple of tears. Just basically grunge it all up. Good thing about Halloween is you can do that. Not that I don't do it every other day of the week too, but you have an excuse at Halloween, kinda. Okay, now let's ink that. I'll bring my book over here so I can really get it on there. Okay, and as far as the photo goes, I'm going to take this little crackle stamp and I'm going to put it just here and there to kind of age the photo up a little bit. And then I think I'm going to take some vintage photo and just kind of put some smooshes around here and there, just to kind of tone down that white a little bit, make it look more aged. And okay, happy with that, I think. All right, so this is gonna go here. Make sure I have this upside right. I do. And then I have this little label. And again, I'm gonna ink it up. And this is to, more than anything, kind of tie in the color of his vest. I'm going to put it right here, and then I'm going to put this 31. I'm going to poke a little hole in it and put a grommet in there. Wrong one. About poked a big hole in it. I think I want it to go pretty much in the middle. I should have poked both of those at the same time, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. You get a little one here. I don't want that bright gold. And again, I'm going to use that crackle stamp, but I'm going to use my archival coffee because this has kind of a slick surface, and I don't think it will, I think it will smear. I think I'm going to use this one too. This actually, do I want this one? No, I think I want this one. And put some little splattery looking things. I think I'm going to put a couple of those on here as well. Okay, I'm going to give that a minute to dry, and when that's drying, I'm going to see what else we're going to do here. I have Mr. Raven that I'm going to put in this corner, but I have to put this piece on first. So he's going to go right there. And then Mr. Raven is going to set right there. And then I think I'm going to put these flowers there. And I'm going to put this piece of faux lace down here at the bottom. So let's do that piece. Let's get that piece on there. Now, do I want the... Nope, I definitely want the raven on this side. Like that, I believe. Get under there. Now, I'd like to have one more orange element to go up here. And then I also have some of this, and I want to put this up under the raven just a little bit. Okay, so now we need something orange to go up there in that. Oh, no. See? See, I'm glad I saw that. I'm putting a tag up there. I'm going to make that a pocket, and I'm going to put this tag that says condemned there. That's what I'm doing, but I still need an orange. But I forgot I was putting that tag. So, do I want to stamp something on that, or do I want to try and find some little something? I have a lot of orange. That's Christmas. Christmas isn't gonna work. It's not. Oops, I got two. I think I'll just try to stamp something on there because it's going to show up better. So let's do that. Of course, I don't know how orange is going to be when I stamp it, but maybe I could stamp it on something else and then do it. Okay, let's get the stuff glued down. Alright, so we're going to glue this, and since that is a pocket, I'm going to put a piece of tape across the top as well so it won't catch. Okay, so we're going to glue down the sides and across the bottom. And then I can almost glue this down and then glue from the top down to get the rest of it. Oops, I don't want his nose sticking over because it'll get bent. Okay, let me trim now. Just kind of followed the lines of where I had it cut. Glue down our little cheesecloth. All right. And then our tag will go down in here. And let's just put an orange stamp right there with a number or something on it. And I think we'll be good. And hopefully it'll still be orange. So let me see what I have here. I'm going to do it with our caviar ink, and I'm going to do it with the spiced marmalade. Alright, so let's see what this looks like. It's almost not strong enough. Let me see. This is paper. Let me see what I have. And these. It looks too pink. Oh, that might be good. Let's try that one. Oh, I've got carved pumpkin as well. Let's see what both of those look like. Okay, that is the what? That is the bright persimmon. And this is the carved pumpkin. I think I like that bright persimmon. So the first thing would be to make sure we have it upside right. Yep. That did it. And I'll get a little piece of grungy string or something and stick in that top. I've also got, or I could use that. Let's use this little scrap of black lace. If I can get it through that hole. Use a tiny attacher. Hopefully that'll hold that. It may not since it's lace. And then I'm gonna free it up a little bit, and I need to do some work on this tag too. I don't feel like that staple's gonna hold that at all. Not where I put it anyway. Let's do it and make it go through the cardboard. Or let me try to tie it in a knot. That might be the solution. I can get my fumble fingers to work today. They're sticky. Yeah, I think that'll be all right. Okay, let's move these inks out of the way and my stamp out of the way and that out of the way. And let's work on distressing this little guy up a little bit. I'm just going to crumble him all up. Okay, I'm going to take ground espresso for the edges. And then vintage photo. Really grunge it up on the back. And then just lightly hit the front. Okay. I need to glue this top again. Didn't glue well. Sometimes the art glitter glue will soak into cardboard faster than what you can get it down on the paper, or you know, whatever you're gluing it to, and it doesn't stick because it does, you know, bond so quickly. Okay, so there is the front. Let's get rid of my messy sheet here. Now let's flip it over and work on the back. Now on the back, what I want to do is I want to use this door. And I have already put one of the little metal pieces on here. It says number 13. And I put that like it's hanging on that chain, so it looks like it's the house number. And then I have some vellum that I have stamped with that crackle stamp that I'm going to put in the windows, so it looks like the windows have been cracked. And you probably can't see that really well on the camera. And then I'm going to put this piece behind it like that, so it looks like wallpaper on the inside of the wall. So let's glue that all together first. And I think I'm actually going to use double-sided tape to tape down the kind of tissue paper along here, and then glue the other piece on top of it, and that way I know it'll be good and sandwiched in there and it's gonna stick. And I'm just gonna do it the one direction. Okay, let's put our window in. Trim that off. Okay, and then we're going to glue this piece on here, and I'm going to go around the outside of the actual piece. So I can get it to the very outside, so I hopefully won't be squishing glue on my window. Okay, so there's our door. And then I have taken one of the little Tim Holtz ephemera pieces from the kit that says Kerrigan's Pharmacy. And I'm going to hang it down here like it's a sign on the door. So I'm going to glue that on. Right down here. And then I'm going to take, and then. So this will go on here like this. Again, make sure I'm not gluing anything upside down. I'll take a piece of this and I'm going to put it in the corner of the window. Oops. And let's see if we can find, I know there's an owl. Maybe we'll take a little owl and put up there. There's another little raven too. He would look pretty good there. The owl's kind of, well, he might be okay. Do we want the owl or do we want the raven? I think we want the raven. I like the way he's facing better. Alright, so let's ink him up. He's got a couple of little white spots. And I wish I had a condemned sign to go across there. I don't think there is one. Mm-mm. Hmm. Nope. Alright, let's glue our little buddy on. I think I'm going to redo those cracks, and I think I'm going to do them in black. They don't stand out enough for me. Yep, that's better. then while we're here, let me distress this. And distress this. And I think I'm just going to leave it as that, guys. It's a more simple thing, but it's the back. So I don't want it to be as elaborate. Putting a little extra glue on that cardboard. All right, so there is our front and our back. And so now I can address getting the seams taken care of on the inside. And if you missed the last video, then the next part that I do is I go in to kind of take care of these seams, whether it be putting a side tuck here or something that will make these blend together better. So that is the next step in my process. And also making sure, like in this example, you can see that the seam was right on the fold. Making sure that all that is glued down well and is not going to cause difficulty. And that one really is the only one, and it seems pretty well glued, so we may be okay on this one. But if that was causing a problem, I would put washi right there, and then to one side or another probably put a side tuck on either side, just to kind of strengthen it and camouflage it up. But there we go. That's a good start. We've got the covers front and back done. I think that's really cute. And I will continue on and make all kinds of little tags and flips and stuff until it becomes you know, probably this thick with little ephemera pieces. So I hope you guys like that. And everybody have a great start to your week. And I will see you guys back on Tuesday for the hashtag Color Combo 2023. If you're not familiar with that challenge, check out my playlist and you can see all about it and see what is going on with that. And on Thursdays, I do the I Saw It on Pinterest series, where I take a picture from Pinterest and recreate my version of it. And then on Fridays, I do the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 3, which is hosted by Amy at Crafty Cat. So I hope you will join me for some of those. And again, everybody have a great start to your week, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you back on Tuesday. Bye.